he wanted space. He wanted space, like, but I was the complete opposite, y'all. I'm like, no, we finna talk about this right now. Like, I wanted to talk about it now. Like, no, you're not finna leave, you know. Welcome to the Lachey Lounge. I'm your host, Carly Lachey, and we have a very special guest with us here tonight. Now, maybe I shouldn't say a guest. Maybe I should say co-host, my husband.
I'm Sean T, Mr. Westlaway himself. I'm a family-oriented guy. Turned myself into that. Came from a little bit of everywhere. Best of both worlds.
What worlds, baby?
Street world, book world.
Okay.
Can't really miss me. I got it all.
And tonight, we are in the lounge, and we just want to speak a little real and a little raw. Now, usually we have guests to come in, and I'm saying we because in the previous episodes, my husband does a lot of behind the scene work saying, hey, you should try this guest out, or hey, you should ask these questions. So it's definitely a we thing. But tonight, we decided that both of us would bring our perspective, our past, what works for us into the lounge, and maybe be able to inspire, influence, and help others that, are either in a relationship or even if you're single. So tonight, I want to dig in a few questions. Now, the tricky thing about tonight is I didn't discuss any of these questions or any of these moments with my husband. So this straight out the dome. However y'all get it, this how it's going. This how it's flowing. Okay? Now, the first topic of the night is actions over words. I'm big on action. I'm big on action over word. Like, I want to hear it, but I more so want to see it. You know what I mean? I'm saying that I'm big on it. And in the past, I maybe have said that I was big on it and maybe not have done the work myself. But just being in a relationship, and the older you get, just maturing, you just realize that words, they don't hold a lot of weight, especially if you're not putting the work behind it. What's your take, baby?
My take is I think that words hold the weight of the action. Mm-hmm. They can determine a lot. But when you put action behind those words, that's what makes the difference in the long run.
Yeah.
Because you could say something or somebody could tell you something and it could stand for something right then. Mm-hmm. But as time goes on and the actions then come with those words, that's when it starts not to mean anything.
So do you think that, let's just say, somebody would agree to do whatever it is the opposing person want to be done, right? And they start to put the action out, but 2 to 3 weeks later or a month later, it changes. Do you think that they change their action for that person or just for that moment?
It really just depends. That's situational. It depends on what it is you're asking them to change. They could be changing it for you. They could be changing it for them. They could be changing it for the moment. Mm-hmm. It could be something that they want out of you in the moment that you're asking them for something. So they may say, hey, okay, if this is what this person is asking me for, let me change this. And then once they get what they want, they go back to the norm.
Yeah.
So it just that's situational. It just depends, I would say. Now, if the person truly is listening to you and truly want to change and truly care about what you're saying, then they're gonna do it for them and for you, for the relationship as a whole.
Yeah. Okay, so another very important topic that I try and help, assist people with, whether it's my clients, homegirls, friends, family, just whoever, you know what I'm saying? One thing that both me and my husband, I would think, try to help people with is to dance through disagreements. Like how to dance through disagreements. So with us being together for as long as 15 years, we have gone through so many different ways and so many different waves of, dancing through disagreements, just being a younger age. Of course, I did some stuff that I wish right now I could take it back. But being this age, mature, grown woman, I try to be intentional about how to get through disagreements. So when we first started, years back or whatever, and we would have a disagreement, one thing about my husband, he wanted space. He wanted space, like, but I was the complete opposite, y'all. I'm like, no, we finna talk about this right now. Like, I wanted to talk about it now. Like, no, you're not finna leave, And he had to make me understand, like, Lachey, this your way, I'm my way. You know what I'm saying? But in my mind, I was just such like, I didn't want a cold house, or I didn't want my husband to leave with us, having any type of disagreement or whatever. But I had to respect and understand that if space is what he needed in order to be able to conversate, then that's what I had to give him. Now, I'm not saying that each time it went like that. Sometimes he would sit down and say, okay, let's talk, But once I figured out, okay, I got a little bit more of his undivided attention. Once he go breathe a little and then come back. So it just kind of became our way. What you think, baby?
Yeah, that's you hit it on the head. She was always right now, right now, right now. But I come from a place where if I'm upset about something, I don't really want to talk. Like I don't, at least not with my lips and my, a level head. But I also, prided myself on learning how to have self control and how to be able to communicate. But it's hard to do that from a place of anger.
Yeah.
So if she's trying to have the conversation immediately and I'm still angry or upset, it's not gonna come out the way I want it to or the way it's meant to come out. You probably gonna get something that I don't even mean, that we don't even mean. So my go-to is to just, get a little space, whether it's go take a walk, go take a drive. I might go, pull up on a friend or a partner, of course.
Yeah, say partner, baby.
Yeah, just something that I could do that'll level me back out to where I can go back home and have a civilized conversation and not all the arguing, because usually when you argue, ain't nobody hearing nobody. You just having a spitting contest over who could say what the loudest. And I'm just trying to go get a level head so we could come back and get a better understanding. Understanding is the best thing in the world.
Right. If you a person that likes to get space before you have a discussion and the other person is not, you'll forever bump heads. This person will feel like, oh, he wrong. And this person will feel like, oh, she wrong. But if you just sit down and say, this is why I do this, because I don't want to have a conversation and then we having a spitting contest, or I'm saying some things that I don't mean, or you say some things back that you don't mean. So you really just want to, just have the conversation once y'all both level-headed and understand why this person want to speak at this time and why this person want to speak at that. And y'all just come to some kind of compromising factor, because I'm not going to say when he said it that I immediately jumped into, okay, I see. No, I didn't. It still took me a while because, I was molding my way, way before this relationship or whatever. So I still didn't understand it immediately. But as time went on, I realized, okay, this is what works. This is what helps me get a conversation out of him. Okay, cool. Let's roll with it, And another dance through disagreements. One thing me and my husband pride each other on is, the disagreements don't leave the house. Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
The disagreements don't leave the house, okay? If we got somewhere to be at 6 o'clock and me and him have a disagreement at 5, at 6, you won't know it. Like, you won't know it. We got to go and put our best foot forward. And actually, I found that to be really a good thing. It kind of like works in our favor because it even brings the heat down. Like, once you go and do whatever it is, hang out, be amongst family, go play Uno with your people, whatever it is. Once you go and do that, it brings the heat down because we still gonna have a conversation, but it just won't be just rah, rah, rah. You know what I'm saying? So 5 o'clock, disagreement, 6 o'clock, we showing up. You never know it. Like, okay, baby, but what did marriage teach you about yourself?
What did marriage teach me about myself? Marriage has taught me a lot about myself. One thing I've learned that I have way more patience than I thought I had. because she'll tell you. I always tell women and kids, like women and kids, like I love them to death, can't live without them. But good Lord, they gonna be the death of me. And that's fine because I feel like that's my position. But I always say that. But it's taught me a lot of patience. You gotta have patience. Everything. Marriage is really about, in my eyes, what you can take.
Yeah.
Like not what you can take, like them giving you something, you taking their money, or take what you can take from them. Like how much you can put up that they can put on you, and you can stand there and hold it and say, okay, I still got you.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is for me. So I'm learning that I could take way more than I thought I could. Like before marriage, or before I'm gonna say I had kids, it was easy to say, yeah, I don't agree with this. Let me move around. You don't get to do that in a marriage. You got to sit there and figure that out. Like you got to figure out whatever it is, whether it's the kids, whether it's the wife, whether it's the husband, whether it's the finances. You got to find a way to figure it out.
Yeah.
And that gets stressful sometimes. And some people, when the stress gets tough, they want to go. They want to run. They want to leave. They want to, whatever it is they want to do. So I don't know. It's taught me that I have a lot of patience, and I've watched my patience grow, and I've watched my family grow because of my patience.
Yeah.
Even the kids, you put up with some of the stuff that the kids throw out there, and all the stuff you got to do. Like I done worked a 12-hour shift, and I got to go pick somebody up from practice and drop somebody off to practice and help with homework and pick up her slack for everything. She had a long day too, and you like, bro, I gotta love these people. I just did a 12-hour shift and I'm still doing all this.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So it just, it's still teaching me. I learn every day.
Yeah.
Like every day I learn something. What has it taught you?
I didn't think you was gonna ask me that.
I know.
More like a unit, like more.
More of a team player.
Yeah. Yeah. It has taught me to be more of a team player. Like before we got married, the things that I was doing, I was putting my best foot forward for where we were, but I was doing it like I was doing it because I wanted to, but at the same time, you still kind of doing it to prove something.
Right.
Versus being married, it just kind of like it just became me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you sick, not feeling well, it's automatic. Like I don't have to think. I don't have to. Oh, I even if I was tired, like you said, even if I'm tired, like tired automatically go out the door. Mm-hmm. If you have a long day and you say, oh, today it just was rough. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Instantly, like it just some just click. Like no time for select, no time for I'm tired too. None of that. It just it's automatic because I know if today Tuesday and you feel like that, I'm gonna pick it up. And Wednesday, if you feel like that, I'm gonna pick it up. I know Thursday, I'm allowed to feel what you feel, and you're gonna turn around and pick mine up. So it has taught me to really be a team player and do it without keeping score.
Right. That's the thing right there.
Do it without keeping score.
That's
like
what I was gonna say.
Yeah, like I can't say, yo, I did this. I don't even know who did what last the most I don't know that.
You ain't got no time for that.
Yeah, I don't know that. I just know stuff gotta be done.
Right. You gotta keep the ball
at
rolling.
at the end of the day, stuff gotta be done.
The
like
scorekeeping thing for sure.
Yeah.
That has to go out the window because some days or some weeks, some months, some years, somebody gonna have to put their best foot forward way more than the other.
Right.
And it just falls like that. Life
Right.
just falls like that. It ain't really nothing that you can always control. I used to have a problem with having to depend on her to do something for me. Like, and it could be anything, whether it's make sure I had the clothes that I needed, make sure if I needed some medicine picked up, if I needed a certain thing to go to a certain event, like I had to allow myself to be able to let her do it and not always like, hey, did you do? Hey, did you do? Hey, did you do? Hey, did you do? It's like, okay, she knows what you want. She knows what you need. She gonna do it. Like, you don't really have to ask. Like, and then once I learned that I could do that just gave me the comfort that I needed to like, okay, yeah, this my wife.
And then I think we both struggled there, just in a different way.
Right.
Because with me, like growing up, being captain and leader, president, or this, that, and the third, or whatever,
Oh my God.
like I, me wanting to dictate everything, like I didn't know how to cut it off when I came home. You know, this just like owning a salon. Like I'm so used to being in this role. So when I came home, you know, it's like my husband like, look, when you here, you can leave Carlisha, Carly, all them people at the door. When you hear you Lachey, like them ain't your burdens, like them heads you like this. I'm the head of the house. Like I had to learn that because I had it bad. Like, no, I wanna run everything. Like it's supposed to go the way I
Like, you
said.
know, you tell her something, and because of what she just said, she's so used to being a leader her whole life.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I just sit back like, okay, baby, do it your way. Then when it don't work, then you got, I told you. But
Yeah.
not on no, I told you so thing. Just I wanted her to be able to see like, okay, he can, you know, if he's saying something, I need to listen.
Right.
And then it went from that to now I don't have to say a word. She gonna come to me.
Yeah.
Like, hey baby, what do you think? Hey baby, what do you think? Hey baby, what do you think? Like that itself, for me is that's big for me because you know that's what you want. Like, and vice versa. Like I'm gonna do the same thing. Hey baby, what do you think? Even if it's about, and I feel like I'm a person that could dress. Like I know how to dress, but I'll still call her like, hey, which one you like? What do you think? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to,
Come
but
on,
it's just
baby.
me wanting to.
Come on, baby.
Man,
Me and I like
I'm gonna
it
have to be
here.
honest.
Like it's giving like submission. Submission. I like that for me. It makes me feel soft. You know, like I know when I come for one, when I come home, it's an automatic like, you know, breathe relaxation. But when my husband get home, like I don't got to worry about nothing. I don't like nothing. Like my phone is up. Like he finna eat good. We finna vibe. We finna talk. We finna kick it with the kids. You know, I don't have any more worries. Like as opposed to being at work and having to answer all of these questions, or being a friend, that friend that everybody confides in or whatever. I don't mind those roles, but being at home and my husband get home, yeah, I'm not her anymore. Like that woman stops at the door, and I love that for me. Um, so my next question is like, how do you know like when you've found your person? Like when you really align or when you're really really compatible with a person? Like what would you say? How did you know?
Situational. That's gonna be different for different situations. Cause for one, you got to be willing to let the person be the person if they want to be the person. Like I feel like you may have wanted to be the person a long time ago, but I wasn't ready to allow you to be my person.
Yeah.
I was afraid of it. I felt like I was undeserving of it at first. That's I'm gonna say that. That's probably how I used to feel.
Yeah.
So once you're willing to let the person be there, if the person is going to be there, I mean, I think just by some of the things we've already been over. Like it's just you don't have to tell them. They just gonna do it. Like if a person is for you and a person is your person, they gonna pick up that slack without you asking. They gonna pick up that slack without complaining. They gonna know what you need without you even telling them what you need. You know what I'm saying? And not saying everything is gonna be perfect. That ain't in my mind. I don't think that exists. You just gonna know because it gotta be for you. Like you gotta know and feel like they are for you,
Yeah.
and you gonna know. Like I don't. It ain't no specific thing like, oh, if they ever do this, if they ever say this, it don't go like that. Like
Right.
you just gonna know. You gonna know like, bro, this person gotta be for me. Ain't no way this person can finish my sentence, know what I want to eat, and know how I dress all in the same day. Like,
Yeah.
and I ain't have to say a word. Like they know all of this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or this person know that I'm sad, or know I'm feeling away, or know my life ain't where I want it to be right now, and they done said the right thing to help motivate me, or I was having a bad day and this person done just spoke life into me.
Right.
Like I think it's things like that. Now, granted, we started young, so I didn't get a lot of I don't have a lot to compare it to, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it's not a lot to compare it to say like, okay, yeah, you gotta know if this person did this, did that. You know what I'm saying? Because I just knew, like, you it's always been there. I just wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready to accept it. I used to think, me personally, I'm like, is this a facade? Like, is this a setup? Like, as soon as
What the
I'm telling you, this is how I used to feel. Is this a setup? Like, as soon as I let my guard down and give in, is this gonna break me? That's how I used to feel.
Yeah.
And
You said that before.
I'm still like that, like, kind of, well, to a point with life. Like, sometimes, bro, life can be so good that it'll scare me. I'm like, bro, no way, this is my life. Like, how is life this good? Like,
Yeah.
what's finna happen? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get nervous, like you get scared. And it's just from probably some childhood trauma that, just like you from being let down
Yeah.
by whatever, whether it be life, whether it be something you thought, you was gonna win and you didn't, somebody you thought was gonna be there for you and they wouldn't. Just
Yeah.
different
So
little things.
that's what you walked on. That's what
That's
molded you.
right. So it taught me that, like, it was like, damn, every time I get my hopes up, something gonna happen and I'm gonna go back down. And it kept and it probably hindered me from feeling or living, a good life for a while. Cause I wouldn't allow myself. Every time. I don't know. What do you say? How would you know? What made you say yeah?
Mm, what made me say yeah? Okay.
Yeah, cause I feel like, and it's just me, I don't know, maybe you feel different. I feel like if you said yeah, then you gotta feel like, okay, this person is for me too. Right?
Yeah. So I feel like it when the biggest like attraction that was there for me was the fact that I was able to learn so much. Like I said, being a leader, captain, president of Beta Club, all this and that or whatever. Anybody that would approach with, you know what I'm saying, they coming like not they looking to learn and not to teach me. So when we started or whatever, and then as the years go on, I'm like, okay, he's showing me a little different side. But when you showed me, no, is this like you got to think of it this way too?
Right.
I was like, dang. And then when I was seeing, like, I wouldn't tell you in the beginning, like, I was like, nah, I'm not, but then I turn around and try it. I'd be like, dang, this makes sense. Or dang, this really working. You know what I'm saying? Or dang, I done gave this advice to somebody else and it worked in their favor. So I was like, for me, I'm always wanting to elevate, grow. I got that bad, baby. And so you like being that, like, I knew that you were afraid to let your guard down because of, just like you say, it could be childhood trauma, whatever the case may be. But the fact that I was learning something, and then I knew that you were afraid to let your guard down, but I felt like your guard was coming down for me, like somebody that's supposed to be so tough. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do something with this right here. So it's just like, it was a challenge for me. And I like challenges. Like, if they say, if you try for captain, you got to get 500, I want to get 600. If they say, if you go and get this business and you need 5 stylists, I want 7 stylists. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was never a time that I was challenged in a relationship area. So when you were challenging me, I was like, okay, you kind of making me think. Like, you asking me questions that I might have to put in on Google. I liked it to say.
A lot of women may not even realize that if a woman is not learning from the man that she's choosing to be with, she really probably not gonna stay attracted to him too long. But they don't even know that. Like, a woman will come in and say everything she like or dislike about a man, and she'll never say the fact that, okay, I can learn from this person.
Yeah.
But that's really what women want, because 9 times out of 10, and I know some people didn't have they daddy, but the first person you learn from as a man, your big brother, your daddy,
Right.
your uncle, your grandpa, like, so it makes you watch them. Okay, this is a man right here.
Right.
This is what a man looks like. This is what a man's supposed to be. Like, he's supposed to be able to show me, teach me, protect me. Like, that's the number one thing. Besides providing, a man got to be able to be able to show you, be able to teach you.
And I guess what you saying there, yeah, that makes sense, because my daddy definitely, like, when it come to business, he gonna show me, or just showing me the way through life, period. Like, daddy he loved me, but it was tough, in order for me he wanted me to be able to stand on my own.
Right.
As a woman. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I ain't understanding, like, why you won't give me no gas money? No, you running out the gas, you gonna make the money that I gave you last for the week. If not, then you just got to come home and park it. You know what I'm saying? But I learned so much from him, and I guess, with learning from my dad, and then learning from you, it's just like, okay, yeah, like, yeah, this is, this is what I'm supposed to be doing right here.
Right.
Cause not only are you teaching me something, you teaching my kids something. Did you know that was gonna be my answer? For real?
I have no idea. But I was gonna say that like, in at some point, like, that's what women are attracted to, and a lot of women don't know that. They don't realize they're attracted to a man that they can learn from.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of women are willing to do what their boss is telling them to do, and then they'll fight their husband on what their husband tells them to do.
That ain't it.
Because in their mind, their boss is above them. He's smarter than them. But the whole time, they might be smarter than the boss. The boss, it's just his business. You might know more about the business than he do. But in a woman's mind, he the man with the money, the man with the plan.
And she attracted to him.
And she attracted to him.
Yeah, that's so true. I can see that. So that pretty much wraps up the conversation for tonight in the lounge with Carla Lachey and Mr. Sean T. Y'all will be hearing more from us. Y'all drop some Q&A. Ask us some questions so we can get on here and answer them. Like, get in the inbox, write anonymously, email, whatever you got to do. And we're going to revisit, and we're going to, try and help you all see a different side, a different perspective. We hope that we have gave you all something else to look forward to think about, see it differently after tonight's episode, and just
give me some topics. I want some topics. Give me some topics that y'all think y'all want a man's point of view on, or a woman's. Y'all will be amazed how far the difference is between what a man thinks and what a woman thinks.
Like, and like he always say, what's wrong with society is men want to tell men what women like, and women want to tell women what men like.
When it should be the opposite.
Make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. We live. Talk to y'all later. Bye.